What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Legacy channel. I'm your host, Alex, and I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this content. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. But this is documenting my TRT journey and sharing my experiences, thoughts, as well as moments in my life and the journey that I'm on, which is to create a legacy of habits that I can pass down to my sons. I have 3 boys. And that they can pass on to their sons, and I can also influence that into my grandkids, because by the time I'm dead and gone, one thing I hope to have left behind is a legacy of faith, a legacy of health, and a legacy of habits to the generations that are to come. Now, I got the motivation to start all this because I decided to go get my blood work done and come to find that my testosterone level was deficient. It was 219 at my initial blood work result. Now, if you don't know, the low end is about 300, 350. And if you're below that, you have what they call hypogonadism, which is a lack of testosterone production from your testes. Not a cool thing to hear if you're a guy. We all want to think that our libido and our member and our, testes are doing their job properly. But I did notice some symptoms that are associated with low libido, which is low motivation and energy, mental or brain fog, low ambition or drive to do new things, always tired, sleepy, increase in accumulation of body fat, and all those things were trending in the wrong direction for me. And so when I got tested and those numbers came back for me, it made sense. So I did all this research, decided to go ahead and start with TRT injections. There's creams, there's pellets, and then there's injections. There's also oral sprays and stuff like that. After my research, I come to find that the best administration method was the injection. So I decided to just go ahead and do that. And it's been a game changer for me. I've been doing it for a year now. And today I just wanted to share some of the increased risk tolerance side effects of having healthy testosterone levels. One of the things you'll notice right away when you get on TRT that you've never experienced before is this increase in mental focus, energy, assertiveness. You're confident in your ideas and what you want to communicate because your energy and focus are now higher than what they've been. As well as your ability to clearly see and assess risk tolerance to make decisions to move forward in your relationships, in your career, in your investments, whatever they might be. For the purpose of this video, though, I wanted to share with you guys my risk tolerance increasing in the area of making investments. Now, I've always, for the last, 3-4 years, started delving into trying to understand blockchain and cryptocurrencies and what their promise is to the economic model and market. I learned enough to where I felt like I could go ahead and move forward and make some investments, and I did. And I did very well. And now it didn't retire me or make me some crazy amount, but it made me enough to where I started being like, I think there's an opportunity here. So anyway, I was able to make some money there, and then I invested a whole lot more money into it, and then the crash happened and I lost 90% of my initial investment. So all that to say, then I got on TRT and started to get that energy and mental focus back, my risk tolerance increasing, and so I looked at the opportunity again and I invested again. Now, if you followed that at all, everything shot up tremendously, and I 10x'd my money. Now, again, I only invested like $2,000, so it's not a whole lot that I invested, but it was enough to where, I just stepped down from this new director role with an in-home caregiving company, and I was accused of creating a hostile work environment by one of the female employees, and so the higher up management had no choice but to let me go. That whole Me Too movement and all this believe her and all that stuff, yeah, all that is very damaging to the work environment, because if they have if you have a coworker that has some animosity towards you or wants to do you harm, All they have to do is to pull a couple of strings and play that card, and you're in deep water. So it was my first experience in a director role, and I probably could have done better in terms of safeguards to not have an accusation like that have traction and go forward. But it did, and I didn't know any better. So you live and you learn, right? So anyway, just the motivation to make this video comes from this option, this option now, to where I have the option, because of the risk that I took in making those investments, of just saying, you know what, I'm gonna take just 2 months off and just chill and let the dust settle and make some decisions, allow me the space to make some decisions of how I want to move forward. And so I'm still doing good. I'm having to pay for my TRT treatment out of pocket now, since my insurance does not cover it anymore. It's about $200 a month for 4 200 milligrams of TRT injections. So I've gone up to now doing 200 milligram injections every week, which is a higher dose from my normal 160, which is fine for now. And so that's probably one of the things you should consider maybe before, deciding to go all in. If you are deciding to go on TRT, is the financial component of it, because if your insurance covers it now, they might not tomorrow, or you might lose your job and you might have to pay out of pocket. And so just things that you should consider. For me, thankfully, that I'm in a place where I can afford to go ahead and do that. And so just wanted to let you guys know that, as you move in a healthy direction by taking better care of yourself, it should improve your ability to see farther out and make plans and strategies on how to position yourself, your family, so that you can navigate this world safely, that you'll be taken care of, and so my decision to take a risk with the crypto paid off, and now I have the luxury of being like, you know what, I'm just going to take 2 months off. I can still pay for my treatment and move forward. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're healthy. I hope this content is helping you. I have been throwing the idea around, and I've already made a video kind of introducing the idea of cryptocurrencies and maybe starting a conversation in that direction, because I do think that there's an opportunity there for the next year or two, if you are comfortable enough to invest money that you can afford to lose if things go sideways. So I don't think they will, though, and so I'm sticking in it, and I'm staying in there for at least another year or two before pulling out. I do anticipate things doing very well, but there's always a chance that they might not. So I hope you guys are on this journey with me. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you nothing but the best. Have a good one.